And so we are back, Meet the Players video, this time with Redwings. I just massacred your name. Redwings from Season 1, placed 9th. Just made it to merge, basically. With a really cool track record. You got 5 wins out of 7 weeks. 8 weeks, sorry. I guess my first question to you is gonna be asking you to introduce yourself, maybe in a few words to other players, to maybe the viewers that are going to be watching.
All right. Hello. My name is Redwings. Redwings1340. I've been a Pokemon. I've loved Pokemon my entire life. It's been one of my main obsessions throughout the majority of my life, like since I was 6. And competitive Pokemon, I got introduced to it in middle school, but didn't really pay that close attention to it until a bit after college. My first main exposure to it wasn't really a traditional Smogon League. It was actually based off of Twitch Plays Pokemon. I was really into that for a while. So I just joined a group of people who are also really into Twitch Plays Pokemon, and we created this big Twitch Plays Pokemon League. And at first it was we had a set of gym leaders, and I ran a Ditto gym for a while, which was just a gym where I used 6 Dittos, and people would try and earn the gym badge from that, and that was a really fun team to use. And then from there, we also had various tournaments, and we had this big league called the Kappa Cup, and that was in that one, it was a league that was somewhat similar to this, actually. One of the few leagues that I found that was similar to this, and part of what made this league so interesting to me. Because in that one, what we would do is every week we would have a different meta. And it was kind of like a draft league, but once you've drafted your Pokemon, you would play each week in a different, a completely different meta game. So you would have to adapt your Pokemon and adapt your strategies each week. And it was also pretty cool because it was a team. So in this league, we had 4 people on a team. And every week, 3 of us would play and 1 of us would be able to sit out. And we had 24 drafted Pokemon. And we had to create 3 different teams for 3 different metagames using our 24 Pokemon. So we had to divide up the Pokemon between each player, and then decide which Pokemon is best suited for which metagame. And it was really cool. I love working out little puzzles like that. I love trying to solve the metas that aren't already solved, which is one of my favorite parts about Kappa Cup, and one of my favorite parts about this tournament, or the first league that I played here, because every week we had a set of Pokemon in this that was completely new and undefined, and so there were So having different metagames and different sets of available Pokemon every week means that you can't just go online and find the best set. You can't just go and say, oh, people have already solved this, so I'll just do what everyone else did. No, you need to do something different. You need to think about it. You need to adapt to what you're given. And that, I think, is my favorite part about this, because it was just every week you have to do something different. You have to start from scratch. And I think that is really fun.
You're basically bridging into my next question, because I was gonna ask you, when you received my message, what made you decide to say yes and want to be back again after almost a year now?
Yeah, I mean, I really enjoyed our first Survivor thing, and mainly because of just the format, and I love playing Pokemon, and I love playing Pokemon with other people.
Actually, one of the OGs. I think you joined the server because we kind of had a game, I think, on Showdown at some point, and I started telling you about it.
I joined super early, before this was an established server.
Yeah.
And Udo was just trying to find people, and it was actually a kind of hilarious story. It was just completely random. Like I was just playing a game on like the random showdown ladder, like
It might have
random
been
battles
that.
on Showdown, and Udo was my opponent. And after the game, Udo was like, "Hey, do you want to join this draft league that I'm creating?" And I was like, "You know what? Why not?" And somehow it worked, and somehow this was like the smoothest draft league I've ever been in. Like, I don't know how you ran it so well, but
Thank you.
like every week, all the games got done, and nobody burned out, and that was surprising because that hasn't happened.
I do hope that also that keeps on being the case. I mean, it's been really cool for those 3 seasons. So, how would you say your experience as a whole in you've already touched upon that, but your experience on that in that first season was? So, how do you feel about your track record and how far you made it?
I feel like I played pretty well. I feel like I enjoyed the games. I think the social aspect is not my favorite part of it. I think I just enjoy playing Pokemon and I enjoy
Mhm.
playing battles. So my social aspect, I was just like, I don't want to get involved in all the drama and team ups and stuff. So my strategy on that was just, I'm just going to vote for, I'm just going to vote out the player with the worst record every week, who lost. So
I have to
if you lost
say,
and you have the worst record, that's my vote. And you
with that
can't
kind of
change my vote. And even if that person is me, I'm voting for me. Um, so
with
I didn't really care about like getting to the finals or winning. I just wanted to play Pokemon. And so I was really happy that I managed to get all my games in. I don't think um, I was because, and I was happy that I managed to, I think, play well and enjoy it. And everyone else there was really fun. So winning isn't my top priority here. I
mm,
every week I want to win. And I try really hard to prepare, and I do my best to try and solve whatever meta because I think that's really fun. However,
I'll,
if I lose, I lose. That's fine. If I get
I'll
voted
say
out, I
with
get voted out. That's fine. I just enjoy playing Pokemon.
that mentality and not perhaps not liking the social game too much, you've got to be glad you weren't on season 3 because you probably didn't see that. But this season was crazy. The social backstabbing on that season was a bit insane. The game has evolved quite a lot since season 1 happened. Y'all
No.
were really nice to each other.
Well,
Really nice.
maybe I can bring some of that niceness back. We'll see what happens.
Um, I would like to ask you what if you plan on doing things differently this season, to make it further or maybe have a different kind of experience.
Honestly, I really enjoyed my experience in the first season. I don't think I'm going to change much. I'll have to think about how I'm voting and how the system's working. I don't know too much about how everything has changed right now, so
The, the,
I'm excited to see the changes you've made and what is going to be different about this next season. However, I think I'm going to be a very similar player overall, just enjoying the experience and trying my best to win games and um, just trying my best to play Pokemon.
I
Because
think it's
in
a
the end,
refreshing outlook on it.
yeah, in the end, I'm here to play Pokemon with other people, and I I enjoy playing the game, so I'm not gonna. So my I'd rather lose a game than forfeit a game, and um I'd or I'd rather lose a game than win by forfeit is what I'm saying. Because
I
I,
see what you
I
mean.
I just like playing, and I figure if there's no point in signing up for a Pokemon tournament if you don't want to play. That's kind of my view. So yeah, I just want to try and play as many games as I can and enjoy the meta and enjoy trying to figure it out with people.
Bringing some of that niceness from season 1 back, maybe into All Stars. I guess my last question would be if you do have any Because the format's going to be different for All Stars, and the formats which week to week are going to be different as well. We've got a cast with only returning players. If you have any predictions, any bets that you want to make, or perhaps people that you think would be back from your season, for example.
Oh, I don't know. I haven't followed seasons 2 and 3 too closely. I've just glanced every once in a while, and I've been like, oh, that's cool that this is still doing really well. I think I was like a little late to sign up for season 2, and then so season 2 started without me, and then I just kind of got distracted with work and focusing on other stuff. But I've never.
I think you might have signed up on time. It's more than that. In the regular season, I always have only like first timers, and then
That makes sense.
and then now this is the very first season that will be only returnees.
I see. But yeah, But it looks like everything in the server has been going really well, and I'm excited to be back. And I'm happy to play, and I'm happy to enjoy it. So I'm looking
We're
forward to it.
excited to see you back, and excited to. We hope you enjoy the formats that are going to be happening.
Thank you.
so-
I hope I enjoy it too. I guess if you want to know more about me, I do have a YouTube channel, Redwings1340. And then this YouTube channel involves probably a bunch of stuff you aren't interested in and some stuff you are. Like I have some Pokemon. I just kind of run this YouTube channel doing whatever I feel like doing in the moment. So there's some Pokemon stuff on there. I think I have a Platinum Nuzlocke race and a Nuzlocke of Pokemon Sword, which some of the editing on that was before I knew what I was doing, but I think the story itself is really good. And then I also have a bunch of like real-time strategy challenge runs. Like I've been doing a lot of stuff with Warcraft 2 and Warcraft 3 recently. And I also have a bunch of old animated music videos that I just like did in college and stuff. So bunch of random stuff on my YouTube channel that could be fun if you want to check it out. Also, yeah, I might make a video for this season, depending on how it goes. I'll try to record my matches. I am very slow at uploading, so don't expect to see a video every week, but maybe by the end of the season or something, I'll make like one massive video, which I think should be fun to watch.
Really fun. It'd be,
Yeah.
I think, the first player to make a video that is outside of what we're doing on this channel.
Yeah, honestly.